is Thursday morning. It's a Friday Eve.
It is.
October 9th. Thanks for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
I'm Dan Schrack. We've got a lot to get to this morning, but first we want to take a look at some of the stories that you need to know.
Yeah, Stephannie Joseph is in the newsroom this morning. She's taking a look at some of today's top headlines. Steph, what are you working on?
Hey there, good morning, guys. The top story of the day, basically anywhere, is that first phase of a peace deal between Israel and Hamas. President Trump says both have agreed to it. This phase calls for the release of all hostages held by Hamas and a withdrawal of Israeli troops to an agreed-upon line. Israel's prime minister is expected to convene his cabinet today to ratify the agreement. And locally, the Rochester Teachers Association says it's finalizing a lawsuit against the RCSD over ongoing payroll issues. This started over the summer when the district switched to a new payroll system, Oracle. Some teachers haven't been paid on time. The union president says this breaches the collective bargaining agreement between the district and the union. A spokesperson for the district said they cannot comment on pending legal action, but remains focused on resolving payroll issues. And finally, in entertainment, Dolly Parton is shutting down any rumors about her health. This comes after she postponed an upcoming residency in Vegas to focus on it. Parton posted a video on social media right here saying she's not dead yet. She's just taking care of things she neglected during her late husband's illness. Concerns spread online after her sister asked people to pray for her this week. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you. We appreciate it.
Let's get a look at what we have brewing for the next count 'em, 2 hours this morning. We are looking ahead at all of the upcoming events that'll have your taste buds tingling. The Taste and See fundraiser is celebrating 5 years of Commissary, the city's first shared commercial kitchen and food business incubator. We're getting a preview of an upcoming night of flavor, creativity, and community.
Then the second annual Rochester Queer Arts Festival is back and bigger than ever. From live performances, local artists, and plenty of creativity on display. We're going to learn more about how you can take part in this celebration.
And later, we're looking ahead to the celebration of Latino heritage. Para la Cultura is back for its second year, and it has something fun for the entire family to enjoy. We're going to sit down with one of the organizers to preview that event.
Before all of that, a check of the forecast on this Friday Eve. Cooler temperatures out there for the day today. When you look at the 7-day forecast, Marty, it's like one of these things is not like the other, and that is a 50-degree mark.
Yeah, that's it. Today is going to be that coolest day that we're going to see for quite some time. It was a cool day yesterday, but then we stepped down a little bit today. And actually right now we've seen temperatures really move around a lot, both variation geographically, and even we've come up a couple degrees in Rochester just over the last few minutes. We were down as low as 37. Now we're back to 41. Rush is still holding on to a reading in the mid-30s right now. And you can see a lot of those 30s still scattered in there. Notice Ontario at 48, likely a little lake influence playing out there. And as we go through the day today, we're going to see these numbers rise back through the 40s, back to about 51 at noon, probably hovering in the mid-50s for highs today. But as soon as tonight, we do have a frost advisory that does go into effect for the entire area. So it's going to be a much colder night than recent nights. It will be in the 50s today, but notice that low tonight down to 34 for an overnight low. But then back up to 67 tomorrow. Nice increase there. 70 as we head into Saturday. Have to watch a couple systems on either side of us as we head deeper into the weekend, especially Sunday, even into Monday as well. Could pick up a couple showers out of those depending on where they align. But temperatures mostly back to average as we head into early next week. Some 60s for highs, 40s for lows. So back to average after a lot of up and down movement in temperatures over these next few days.
All right, sounds good. I like the sunshine.
Yeah.
Going to see a fair amount of that today.
Appreciate it, Marty. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, let's go off the top and start with some of the things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'm going to start things off today. Only in New York. A story has been making rounds this week about carrier pigeons delivering marijuana across New York City. Real birds, tiny backpacks, 1-gram payloads, taking flight from Brooklyn to Manhattan and back.
How do you know it was 1 gram, Dan?
Oh, we'll get into it.
Okay.
And the company behind it even released a video to sell the idea. Have a look.
It's Liddy. I've been a bud tender at the travel agency for about 3 years now. I answer the phones, I take the orders, I give the orders to Jeff, and he does his little thing. The travel agency has always been known for its fast delivery, but now with pigeons, it's even faster.
And that right there is what made people believe it. They had a full-on campaign, videos, photos, delivery pages. A lot of media outlets ran with it. The company is called the Travel Agency. It's real. It's a licensed dispensary with locations in Union Square, downtown Brooklyn, Fifth Avenue, and Soho. They claimed they had 20 pigeons in training with custom mini backpacks carrying up to 1 gram each. They even posted a delivery page laying out a flight route and payloads. And for a while, people really bought into this. Time Out New York, Fox 5, the Brooklyn Eagle, social media pages, blogs, they all ran with it like it was legit. Here's the thing, though. No pigeons are delivering weed. It was all a marketing stunt, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It got everyone's attention. And legally, it couldn't happen anyway because New York requires a licensed human carrier, ID verification, order tracking, and a controlled handoff. A lot of tasks for a little bird. But the photos really sold it. Birds wearing those little backpacks. They were cute, right?
It was adorable.
It was cute. That visual alone made people say, well, it's New York. Anything's possible. And you have to have a little fun wondering why these birds would sign on, though. Maybe they're tired of the subway delays. Maybe they wanted better tips in Soho. Bottom line, if you order cannabis in New York City, it's still coming from a person, not a pigeon with a backpack.
I think it is so interesting that some of those news outlets completely ran with the story. That's really surprising to me. I don't know. I'm like floored right now.
I mean, listen, when the company says, yeah, this is real,
yeah,
you believe them.
It's very true. It's very true.
Why is the company going to lie?
Yeah.
And it's not April 1st.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. It's always so funny to see, like, right around that time.
Yes.
All of a sudden, companies start coming out and
Absolutely.
making stuff up.
And they did a very good job with this promotional material.
It was kind of like a hype video.
It was.
Like, watching it, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
go get them, guys.
Abby was saying, what's their number?
Stop.
Do they fly to Western New York?
Oh, my God. No.
The little backpacks, though.
Those were cute.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was cute.
And I love that story. Yeah, that's great.
All right.
All right, we got to move on to mine now. When you think of the greatest songs of the 21st century, what comes to your mind? 21st century.
21st century. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. I got to think about that now.
So let it marinate.
Okay.
Rolling Stone has released a list featuring 25 years of hits, counting down to the top song. Over 200 songs on this list. And I'll be honest, I was a little shocked to see some of the songs that made it to the top 10, top 20, or even the list at all.
Wow, okay.
No judgment here, but I guess I do have some questions. Rolling Stone said in their article when they announced this list, it's a wide range of music styles. Some are universally loved, others are maybe considered cult classics. The article goes on to say the list sets out to capture the full chaotic glory of 21st century music, which is a pretty decent way to describe it when you think about it, right?
Sure.
So let's dive into the list a little bit. Unfortunately, for copyright reasons, I cannot play you the songs. So, Daniel, I am going to count on you to give a little performance.
Sold if I know it, done.
Okay, great. Just quietly. You know, it doesn't have to be like full-blown Celine Dion.
No promises.
Okay, great. So we'll start in the bottom, the final spot of the Rolling Stones list. And keep in mind, it's still it's probably an honor to be put on the list at all when you think of all of the music that's been released over 25 years. So last on the list is Drops of Jupiter by Train.
That she's back in the atmosphere, drops of Jupiter in her hair.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, that came out in 2001.
Wow.
So that was like, I know.
I remember watching them perform that on Regis and Kathy Lee. Sorry, keep going.
You loved that show.
I did.
You did love that. He wrote it, the lead singer wrote it as a tribute to his late mother. That song was on the radio every time I got in the car when I was a kid. And, it definitely was notable. As I scrolled down the list, I started to get a little surprised at some of the songs that were on there. TikTok by Kesha came in at 220.
Tick-tock on the clock, DJ blow my speakers up tonight.
Do you remember when I read the instructions?
Quietly?
I said quietly. Just kidding.
Sorry, Dave. I'm Dave, the guy in audio is.
Cut your mic. Got it. So as for the top 10, taking a look at the back half of the list right now, Dancing on My Own by Robin. See, again, I had never heard of that.
Don't know it.
All Right by Kendrick Lamar.
Don't know it.
We gonna be all right. That's how it goes, in case you were wondering.
Okay.
Radiohead's, Rory, how do I say this? Idiotech? Yeah. Great, Idiotech by Radiohead. Again, like hadn't heard this. You're gonna know this one though. Coming in at, I think, number 3, Toxic by Britney Spears. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, And Thinking About You by Frank Ocean. Yeah, that's, I didn't know a lot of them.
I don't know it.
Going to the first half, number 5, Taylor Swift's All Too Well. That song, that's not a surprise at all. And you're going to see some social media comments. People were like, yeah, obviously, it's one of her most popular songs of all time. Coming in at number 4, Seven Nation Army by The White Stripes.
I know The White Stripes. How does that?
Bum, 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 bum. I think, yeah? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Crazy in Love by Beyonce was number 3.
Yes, okay.
Maps by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of them. Really? How does it go, Ashley?
Wayne, they don't love you like I love you.
Oh.
Wayne.
Okay, I do know that one.
I still don't know it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it justice.
It's okay.
But first place goes to Missy Elliott's hit, Get Your Freak On.
Get your freak on. Get your freak on.
Yeah.
Get your freak on.
That song, you know, Missy Elliott paved the way for so many female rap artists. And, you know, they were talking a little bit about how pivotal that song was. And I think that's probably why it came in on number 1. They didn't really go into detail that much about why the other songs were picked for the list. And I'd like to think that my taste in music is, it's, you know, I
Were
listen
any
to
of your
everything.
songs on this list?
My songs?
Yeah.
Blink-182?
Yeah, well, no, but like your Spotify Wrapped.
No.
No?
No, Blink-182 was not even on the list.
Wow.
I know. So I got a real problem with you, Rolling Stone. They watch the show.
They do.
Let's see what some people on social media are saying. Let's see. I won't even complain because that stands for All Too Well by Taylor Swift is the best Red song off of her Red album. That's what Gold Rush said. This person said Rolling Stone bringing the ultimate bangers, all-time vibes. Somebody else commented, honestly, how does Thinking About You sneak in? No mention of Beyonce's Single Ladies or Outkast's Hey Ya. I mean, Missy Elliott's Get Your Freak On and Taylor Swift's All Too Well definitely belong. And, but this feels like Rolling Stone just picked their personal favorites and called it a day. And I think maybe we have one more. This person said, I'm sorry, but without Rebecca Black's Friday song, this list is a joke.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a cultural movement.
It was.
Seeing Missy, Beyonce, Britney, and Frank Ocean all represented feels right. This list actually captures the sonic diversity of our era.
Okay.
You're making a face right now.
Sorry. Well, because, listen, there is I just wanted to see if I know what this song is.
Oh, by Taylor Swift?
We can't play any more than that. There is a 10-minute version of this song.
Yeah, and okay, so I don't even have time to get into it, though. There isn't enough time to talk about it.
Okay.
It's all right.
We'll save it for the commercial. I don't want to.
You know what? You don't really care.
I don't want to know.
It's okay.
8:13, stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez, who is shipping out some sustainable housing facilities. Checking out?
Shipping out.
Shipping?
They're shipping containers. We'll be right back. Don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Web YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com.
6:17 this morning. Home affordability has been making headlines across the U.S., and some companies are getting creative to help people find a place of their own.
One local company is thinking outside the box, or rather inside a shipping container. They build homes from containers that are move-in ready, so it's fast, affordable, and folks who are looking for their next home should maybe consider this option. Chris Lopez is live with Utopia Containers, showing us how it all works. Chris?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, we're talking about the ease of build, really, when it comes in comparison to a home. I'm here with Ryan Perry of Utopia Containers. Now, this is what we were talking about the last time, the nuts and bolts, really the bones of the house, if you will, or the container.
Yep.
What are these, and to just refresh everyone, what do they do when it comes to the container?
Yeah, these are metal studs, and we use them to create a cavity for the spray foam. And before we spray it, we put all our electric and plumbing in the wall.
Okay.
And then we put the drywall over it, and we have some tongue and groove ceilings.
How many do you need total to outfit this? And I ask that because shipping containers worldwide are all the same size. You cannot get one bigger or smaller than the other. This is it here.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, they're all exactly the same size containers, and all of the studs are exactly the same because it's perfectly square. So we have the wall studs one dimension, and we have the ceiling studs a different dimension, and cut them all at the same. So I'm actually going to cut 10 studs at the same time. And this is going to show how much more efficient it is than building a normal house. A normal house, you have to measure each spot and make sure you have the exact size. But with this one, we're going to cut it exactly the same. And here we go. Yep.
Right there, it's outfitted now, and you can start to move this wherever you would like it to be.
Yeah, look, I can move 10 at a time. Just cut 10 at a time, but a normal house, you do about 1 or 2 at a time.
And the reason being why? Because you have been on the home side, the home building side, before you got into this. Can you explain that?
Sure, yeah. Every stud is going to be a different dimension because of the actual, normally they use wood studs, and the wood studs twist and crack, and you have to look down the edge of every stud to make sure that it's not curved too much or not twisted, and you're going to have to measure from top to bottom, and each one is probably just a little bit different of a height.
And I do want to bring up an important point. Why should someone care about what you're doing here?
Sure.
They may look at a Connex container and say, I will never live in that ever. But home prices are skyrocketing.
They are.
The demand is outweighing the supply, which is pushing, that's one of the factors that's pushing it up. And this is a solution here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's less expensive to get it to this point than it would be to build a wooden house of the same size. So say like an Amish shed, they're 20 grand for this size. And so far I've got about 6,000 into it right now.
So it's easy to build. The cost is far lower.
You
can mortgage one of these. So this is what did you say? How much is this here going to go for?
50 to 60,000.
50 to 60, and you don't need to come up with the cash for that. You can take out a loan or mortgage this as well. A home right now in Rochester, now this is according to Redfin, is going for $185,000, and that's just the average median price for a house. Back in June, it was $200,000. Now, that is up an incredible amount since the beginning of COVID, or right before COVID, when homes were $125,000. They're up 12% year over year. And I don't know about you at home, but I have not gotten a 12% raise year over year. So home affordability for everyone is going to continue to be a problem unless solutions like this are going to take to the city, and I believe they are. And we're going to be getting into that coming up next on Arc Rochester. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio for now.
All right, very good, Chris. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Don't go anywhere when Arc Rochester returns. It is this morning's weather trivia.
Mark McLean will be right here when we come back.
heard that many times. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean is here now. We're looking at cooler temperatures today. We have weather trivia to do, and I imagine something with the plants.
Yeah, a plant giveaway.
A giveaway.
It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. I promised this one to Dan way back when, and it's a Halloween-themed spider plant.
I love it.
A little spooky name.
Is it for me?
It is, of course.
Oh
it's
my
yours.
gosh, thank you.
Yeah. Ashley, I've got one coming for you too.
Oh my gosh.
I have to talk to Steph and see what kind of plants. So last night is the night. It's the deck party, I call it.
Yeah.
It's the night that all the plants have to come in. And that was a branch off the plumeria tree that I snapped bringing the tree out in May. So I said, well, if you're good, you can take them and root them, and half the time they root, I have about a 50% success rate on these. So it rooted, and there we are.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Just straighten it. I mean, put a little dirt in it, straighten it up. And
I have zero room for any more plants. Like when I say zero room, my father tried to make me take some of theirs a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I ended up only taking 5.
Yeah. Only 5.
Only 5.
This is what happens when you.
It is. And then I'm out of town this past weekend, and we're at this street festival carnival thing, and they've got somebody set up, and they've got all of these different kinds of plants. And I walked over, and my sister hit me.
Oh.
She's, where are you putting that?
Yeah.
Where are you putting?
Where's that going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should take a picture of our living room. It looks like a jungle.
You got the big one in, though.
I got it in. It's in. Yep. Got to get some water later, but yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. These are tropical plants, and 7 years ago on this date, we had a very tropical night in Western New York. Check this out. On this date, 2018, Rochester had its warmest October night, calendar night, on record. How warm was that night? So this would be the highest low temperature on record for October. It's another weird way of saying it.
I think I know.
75, 72, 69, or 66. Now, keep in mind, the average high temperature, I think, is 64 for today.
Okay.
So just to kind of show you how skewed that number really is.
All right, I think I've got it too.
Okay.
Do you recall what cloud cover was like that night?
I recall sitting out on the deck that night thinking to myself, this is really weird. Like, it's still 75 degrees, and it's like 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It felt kind of tropical.
Isn't it crazy?
It was 75 degrees.
Well,
it was 9 o'clock at night.
At 9 o'clock at night. It could have stayed there. Could have got lower.
I think he might have slipped a little bit there,
I definitely.
gentlemen.
I definitely didn't. I definitely didn't.
Yeah,
slip up.
I didn't do that.
I've only done that like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
but not this time.
And then you've also shared the answer on Facebook instead of the question. Like also 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but we're talking about cold temps though tonight. So this is the reason I brought the plants in, because that's what we're talking about. Frost advisory tonight. Unlike last night, this is an everybody deal, and the further south you go, this will be the end of the growing season for most of New York State, central New York, southern New York, southern tier, most of Pennsylvania. This is probably the last frost and freeze warning that you'll see this season. They'll probably discontinue it at the Weather Service after tonight. Now, what's the difference between a frost and a freeze? Frost, you're between 32 and 37. You can cover plants that are outside to protect them. When you get a freeze, that means temperatures below 32 degrees, and any plant that is tropical or intolerant to those kinds of temperatures, they will perish if you do not bring them inside. So that's the big difference on the frost and freeze. Now, we didn't have any freeze overnight. We had temperatures into the 30s. We're bouncing back from that now, 41 in Rochester. And that bright sunshine is going to help today, although it is a much drier day. The dew point temperature back down to 33. That's as low as it's been all season long. Nothing but high pressure for you, and that's going to keep things cool. We're on the cool side of the high, the east side of the high, and it's going to stay that way for the next 36 hours or so. Now, the weather does get more interesting. Watch this little system to the west. This comes in from the west. That's a weak area of low pressure, and you see the clouds building down towards the Virginias. Some of the weekend data, late Sunday into Monday, does have a system going by, putting in some rain towards western New York. So we have to watch this for especially late Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and Monday morning as that upper low comes close to that coastal system. We'll keep you posted on that. That's a little bit of a change in the forecast from what we've been talking about over the last couple of days. But today, no changes. It's just a cool afternoon. We're going to be in the mid-50s. Lots of bright moonlight again overnight tonight. 34 in the city, but if you're south of the city, count on temperatures close to that freezing point. So again, sneak these plants inside that need to be brought inside, or just give up on them. It's your choice.
No, don't give up on them. Bring them in.
You know, I know you go to the garden center in the springtime, you get all these beautiful, plants that they go outside. And some of them are a little bit more tolerant to the cold than others. In the garden, the celery, the parsley, some of these plants can really take cold temperatures. The mums that everyone buys this time of the year, they don't care if it gets down in the 20s. They're going to, they'll last and they'll linger. But some of this stuff, no.
Yeah.
It's a no. It's a firm no.
Just not built for it.
No,
not
at all.
Built for it.
Not at all.
Move them in. You don't want to leave them outside. Ask a neighbor if you can't do it.
Mark, you're my neighbor.
You got a bloom going on this one. Look.
So what do I need to do to keep this thing alive?
You cannot kill a spider
touch
plant. You can't kill spider plants.
Look, it's wilting already.
It'll stay alive if you stay away.
They're tolerant to areas of low light. They prefer a moderate light. Bright indirect sun is like the best for it.
Okay.
You're not that bad though, because
No,
you have one.
definitely not.
You have something at your. What do you have at your desk?
I couldn't tell you.
It's still alive though, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's growing in the newsroom, so that's a very low light tolerant plant.
I think so.
Wow.
Unless it's.
it might just be dead.
She did have an orchid on her desk.
Well, those need some light.
Well, yeah, she had the orchid and she thought it was still alive. She thought it was like sleeping for a while.
No. That was not it at all.
Probably a phalaenopsis.
It was an orchid,
Yeah.
and it was dead. But I thought that it had like a one healthy part of it, and it was the stick that was holding it up.
The stick that was holding up the bloom stalk.
Yeah, that is like it wasn't. It was a really dumb moment. It was really dumb.
Don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this. You didn't have to tell that story.
It's a great story. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester this Thursday. We want to take you behind the story now, as a lawsuit could be on the way against the RCSD, filed by the Rochester Teachers Union.
For more on this potential lawsuit, we're joined now by the president of the RTA, Adam Urbanski. Thank you so much for joining us to talk about this. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So let's get right into it. We've chatted before about this situation that's happening with the RCSD and with the teachers not getting paid on time, having issues with the payroll, simply because they started this new payroll system and the kinks in it weren't really worked out. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's been about 3 months, more than 3 months, of either no pay, incorrect pay, or late pay for more than 575 teachers and another 420 non-teaching employees and administrators. And I think most of these employees are thinking, enough is enough. You've had three and a half months to fix this, and you can't fix it. So it's time to either fix it or to select a vendor who can pay teachers right and pay other employees right.
Adam, absolutely, and action rightfully needs to be taken. But on a personal level, how are these individuals, coping? How are they making it day to day when they know they're showing up to work and they might get the right paycheck this week, they might not get the right paycheck this week?
That's the biggest problem, that nobody working for the Rochester City School District right now can be sure that the next paycheck will come, or that if it does come, if it's going to be correct and on time. And this affects not only teachers, they're dedicated enough to come to work even though their pay is not correct, but a lot of hourly employees, non-teaching employees and paraprofessionals, they are having a tremendously hard time making ends meet. As a matter of fact, the paraprofessionals, the teacher aides, now have a food drive. That's in addition to either not being able to pay mortgages or car payments or balance their checkbooks. It's really not a situation that can be tolerated indefinitely.
And just to confirm here, taking a look at the lawsuit, or the potential lawsuit, that is, this is a direct violation of the agreement between the union and the RCSD. Is that correct?
It is. It goes against our contract, but in addition to that, it is illegal under New York labor law. And that's why we're taking recourse to the courts, so that they can demand that the district either fix this right now or find an acceptable, workable, dependable alternative. And I know that the superintendent is not at fault because he inherited that situation, but now it's on his watch. And I think that there's got to be a greater sense of urgency to fix this, or else we're going to lose not only teachers and school-related employees and non-teaching employees, but I think we're going to lose the confidence of families to send their kids to a district that can't even shoot straight, that they can't even do the basic thing of paying their employees, who are going to start looking around for other employment in surrounding districts.
Yeah. Adam, where does that lawsuit stand today? Has it officially been filed yet? If not, when do you anticipate that action taking place?
It's in the final stages of being completed because we have to provide them all the factual data. We have to get a number of the employees, teachers, who would be willing to be the plaintiffs, in addition to me representing all of the teachers. And there may be additional lawsuits from the Board of Education non-teaching employees. They're exploring that option, and so are the paraprofessionals. So this is a matter of last resort. We're working with the superintendent to do the damage control, but you cannot just be satisfied with damage control. You can't just pick up the corpses. You have to prevent the slaughter.
And just to confirm, this is strictly against the RCSD, not against Oracle or the board itself right now?
We cannot take any actions or lawsuits against Oracle because we don't have a relationship with Oracle. The city school district hired them. They can sue Oracle. I don't know if they're considering doing that, but the only recourse we have is to take the employer to court for not meeting their legal obligations and for violating our contract.
Adam, we have about a minute left. I guess I'm wondering, aside from having every teacher, every staff member, everybody involved paid on time the way they're supposed to be. What do you hope will come from this lawsuit if it is filed?
That the district will be ordered by courts to not only pay people, but to pay them correctly, to make deductions correctly, because right now, hundreds of teachers are getting deductions for healthcare, for example, that are 2 or 3 times as much as they should be. And they can't tolerate that for very long. People are totally frustrated, and they wanted to take the ultimate action, which is to take them to court.
Understandable. What do you anticipate from hearing from Superintendent Eric J. Rosser tonight?
He's actually been very collaborative with unions, and he claims he's doing that all he can. And I'm sure that he is trying very hard, but he is not doing all he can. What he can do, and he's not doing, is switching to a dependable vendor. There are lots of them out there. And look, there are about 16,000 school districts in the United States. And the ones that are having problems are almost exclusively Oracle vendors. So maybe for the pay purposes, for payroll, we should go to that system which has no such problems. As a matter of fact, we had one like that called PeopleSoft, and they decided to switch from PeopleSoft to Oracle against the advice of Oracle. Oracle told them, you're not ready for prime time. You shouldn't go live, but they did anyway.
Adam, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it, and I'm sure that all of those teachers involved are hopeful, just as you are, for a resolution here. What comes next?
What comes next is the filing of the lawsuit. We expect that will be done, if not this week, then certainly next week, because we're in the final stages of doing it. And I'm hoping that the superintendent, who has a presentation this evening about his first 100 days, will not ignore this looming issue.
Adam Urbanski, president of the RTA. Adam, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're going to check in again with Chris Lopez, who's learning more about a sustainable alternative to housing.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break.
an effort to tackle the challenge of affordable and sustainable housing, companies across the country are thinking outside the box, literally by using shipping containers to build homes.
Here in Rochester, one local company is taking it to the next level, creating high-quality container homes that come with all the modern amenities. Chris Lopez has been live at Utopia Containers for us all morning, giving us an inside look at how these homes come together. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we are back inside the prefab single-bedroom container home. And I do want to keep pointing this out because not only are these homes affordable, they are sustainable. Now, these are just the recyclable pieces that Ryan cuts off to pretty much stick into the wall behind this here to kind of build out the nuts and bolts of the home. But all of this here, this is all recyclable stuff. That is not the case whenever you build a traditional home. This here is the actual landfill waste that he's accumulated in building this home here. Now, when you talk about an actual traditional home, there are pretty much shipping containers that are filled out with nothing but land waste. That's not the case. I'm here with Ryan Perry this morning. We are in the prefab one, done somewhat ready to go. Take me through the nuts and bolts here because we have a brand new audience.
Yeah, we have a heating and air conditioning unit. This is all electric home where we have the electric stove, microwave, the fridge, and then we have an electric laundry machine down here.
Now, I got to stop you there with the electricity. How much does it cost for utilities if you own this home here? How much per year?
Yeah, the air conditioning has a sticker on it that says $250 a year.
$250 a year. That's all.
And then you've got your water heater, so maybe 500, 750.
All right, not a bad deal there. Walk me through the rest of this home. How much square footage? What
300.
300 square foot.
And this is Eden breakfast bar with room for stools.
Okay. Walk me through this way. We're getting into the bathroom area here. Shower?
Yeah, full-size shower, laundry, toilet. The sink and the base go right here.
That would be right here where this mirror is at.
Yep.
And then we're going to move into the bedroom. This is the bedroom layout here. I believe this is where the queen-size bed would fit.
It is, yep.
This way, television up here.
Correct.
Now, I do want to talk about the logistics of building a home versus a traditional home or a manufactured home versus the traditional home. You were telling me there's 10 different identities, inspectors that need to come in here.
Yep.
If this were a traditional home before it checks out and you can sell it.
Correct, yep.
This, though, is a little bit different.
Sure. Yeah, there's only about 4 inspections altogether.
And who helped you with this to get the inspections? In terms of insulation, because I know that's huge here in Rochester,
it is,
right?
Yeah.
January, February, March, even into April like last year, it's freezing.
It is.
How do you combat that? How do you answer that question?
Yeah, this is full of spray foam insulation on every surface, including 7 inches in the ceiling, 4 inches in the wall, 5 inches in the bottom. And it meets code, and it's super warm. I heated the whole place with a little space heater this winter.
And you got that. Who are you working with specifically to get that?
Yeah, Halco has this really specialized unit that has spray foamed in insulated containers, and we use them for that. And then when the customer has the unit on site, they just need to hook up the water, sewer, and the electric, and Halco does all that.
And how does that compare in terms of time? We were talking 6 to 12 months to finish a home.
It is, yep. Yeah, it takes me a month to build it in the factory, 200 hours or so.
Okay.
And then it takes just 1 day on site to crane the home from the truck onto the foundation. And all that foundation work has been done previously by a site contractor, and it'll be all ready and the home's installed in 1 day.
Where do you see this going in the future? Where can you see this going at its peak?
Yeah, the country is short 1.5 million homes to stabilize the rent and the housing prices, and we're about 5 million homes short across the country.
To stabilize prices, not even get to a surplus.
Stabilize.
Okay. How can people find out more about you if they were looking at this and they want to buy a home?
Yeah, I've got a website. It's called utopiacontainers.com.
That's it. And they just go to you, they contact that, and that's how they can find out more about these.
Correct.
1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms. And how much does this cost? I'll finish out there.
65 grand.
$65,000, and you can take a loan out for this. I'm going to send it back to you in studio. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about container homes. Pretty cool morning, I must say. Back to you in studio.
Absolutely.
Nice stuff,
I like
Chris.
the educational features, Chris.
Yeah.
It's nice to see
No
you not
food
just
involved,
eating
my
all
friend.
morning. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, 8:49, stick around when Arc Rochester returns. We're getting a closer look at an upcoming fundraiser that's serving up some delicious dishes.
Yeah, more on that on the other side of the break.
.51. Hey, if you love food and love supporting local talent, listen up. Rochester's own commissary is celebrating 5 years with a fundraiser called Taste and See.
Yeah, joining us this morning to tell us all about it, we have Denise Jones, the interim executive director of the commissary, and Saru Haran, the founder of Boja, one of the many talented chefs taking part in the event. Good morning to you both. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
This is incredible. Let's get right into it. First of all, tell us a little bit about the commissary.
Sure. The commissary is a shared commercial kitchen, and it's also a business incubator. So for those food businesses within the Rochester area, if they're ready to be in a commercial space and really launch and just really allow their business to grow, they need to come to the commissary. We have so much equipment and so much support for our entrepreneurs.
How big is the commissary for somebody who may not have been there before?
Oh, first of all, you need to come.
Yes.
You need to have a tour.
Yes.
But it is big. We have plenty of equipment. We have Rationale ovens. We have everything through.
Yeah.
We have ovens, just a little bit of everything. We have
Workstations.
various workstations. And we have a performance kitchen as well, which allows our members to act as though they have their own restaurant. So it's outward facing. People in the Sibley's building can come in, pull up at the counter or sit at a table, and that rotates just depending on what member has the performance kitchen.
Wow.
How
Yes.
neat is that?
Yes.
And I want to get to you in just a second, but real quick, why is it so important, either of you can weigh in here, that this is in our community and that people have the opportunity to take advantage of this?
Well, as someone that works at the commissary, I'll start and I'll let you finish. I think it's just important for the community to have a space for entrepreneurs to do things legitimately. Yes, you can do things out of your home, but why not do that right here in a commercial kitchen in downtown Rochester? We have folks they have food trucks, individuals who want to have a catering business, individuals who want to open a brick and mortar. We even have not-for-profit organizations such as Boja operating in that space.
Yeah. So we need a commercial kitchen to work out of to be health compliant. And so for our organization, we prepare 900 meals a week, and we distribute the meals to local shelters, and we're partnering with 9 shelters currently. Yeah.
That is really incredible that you're doing that work. Okay, we got to get to the elephant in the room. The smells. It's incredible. It
does. It's so
what
good.
did you bring this morning?
So this is a typical meal that we would serve. So week 1 of the month is chili with pumpkin cornbread and fresh fruit. And this is delivered every Tuesday. We prep Monday nights at the commissary. We have volunteers that come in. We're completely volunteer run and volunteer funded. And we've been able to serve the community and provide hope for those who are facing homelessness as well as food insecurity.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is, can we try it? Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, okay.
While you're serving that, I want to know, talk to us about some of these businesses. But first, how many businesses make use of the commissary space?
So right now we have over 74 members in our space, but that number changes. We have that number go down when individuals graduate and open their own brick and mortar. And then we also have prospective members that come in, they do the tour, and they see that this is the space they want to be in. And we have individuals who want to open a restaurant. But we also have our consumer packaged good members, the individuals who want to see their products on the shelves of Wegmans and Whole Foods.
Like these kind of companies,
exactly,
right here.
June Bar and Tavern Jerky. And these individuals will be at our fundraiser. We'll have some of their products at our fundraiser tomorrow.
Oh.
But,
This is killer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. Mark, you got to try this. This is really, really,
McLean,
really good.
come over here quickly.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but that was
it's okay.
That's really, really good.
Hey,
Yes.
listen.
And it's vegetarian, yes?
It's vegetarian, yes.
That is fantastic.
Dive into that.
Dan's in.
That's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Taste
Thank
it.
you so much.
Okay, so for somebody sitting
boy.
at home,
This
they
looks
want
delicious.
to take part in Taste and See.
Yes.
What do they need to know? How do they do it?
Well, Taste and See takes place tomorrow night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And they will need to go on to our website to get tickets or Eventbrite. And we're so fortunate to have Melba Wilson from Harlem, New York. She has a restaurant. She's been on the Food Network. And yes, she did beat Bobby Flay. She will be our featured speaker. And she's very passionate about entrepreneurship, especially in the food and beverage industry. So,
What's her restaurant?
Melba's.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, you're missing out if you're not eating this. Okay?
Really good.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Pardon me while I go into a food coma somewhere.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
We greatly
you.
appreciate it. We'll post all of the information, Taste and See, on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning.
Stick around. We're back after this.
up in today's Political Pulse, we're taking a closer look at what's part of the first phase of a peace deal between Israel and Hamas. Hear from government officials expressing cautious optimism over that deal. And the government shutdown continues. How a local lawmaker is sounding the alarm about health care ahead of today's votes to reopen the government. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. ARC Rochester returns after this.
On this Thursday morning, October 9th. Thanks for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Mark McLean back with us again, here to answer weather trivia. Give us a look at the Muddy Paws forecast, which something tells me is going to be pretty dry.
Yep.
And talk about the extended forecast.
Still trying to get everything to settle here.
Yeah?
It was good.
Did you, wait, you finished it all?
I did. I inhaled
I'm almost done. I also inhaled it, and I have the hiccups now. That was such good food.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I can't even get over it.
It matches the season, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it still smells great in here.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes,
Really
it does.
does.
So we're talking about a warm night 7 years ago. 7 years ago on this date, Rochester had its warmest calendar low temperature on record for the month of October. I know that's a weird record that, kind of a little bit of an obscure record there, but how warm was it on this night just 7 years ago? Was it 75, 72, 69, or 66 degrees? Now, the normal high temperature is something like 64. So Lisa, Pamela have C, Marcy, Debbie have B. So C or B seems to be.
Okay, so here's my thought process.
Yes.
You slipped and said 75 at like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
If it's 75 at 9 at night, I'm thinking it's the temp has already dropped substantially
From the high temperature.
From the high.
Yep.
So I'm thinking B or C are your best options. But C just seems a little lackluster, and B, to have an overnight low of 72.
Yeah.
That
Seems
would be
wild.
That would be warm for July.
Yeah?
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to go with 69 then, because
Okay.
it would be
That's very
warm
normal.
for July.
Yeah.
I am going to go with B. I'll go with 72.
72 degrees is. And it's also, this is interesting.
Shouldn't have changed.
This is also the only night in the history of recorded history for Rochester in the month of October that had a low temperature of 70 or higher. So that's pretty weird.
That is weird.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
I wouldn't be mad about that at all.
You just pop the windows open, let the
Yeah.
house heat up.
Yeah.
And then you could, some of these days, and then you get a day like today, it's colder outside, but you can trap some of that heat in the house, and then you don't have to run the heat. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
You try to save wherever you can save, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. Obviously, the weather forecast that we're talking about for today, much different. You can see the frost on your TV screen, and we have a frost advisory tonight from 11 o'clock through 9 a.m. Friday morning for temps mainly in the 30s. I think most spots will stay above freezing, but I definitely would not rule out some sub-freezing temperatures tonight south of the thruway. So again, if you have any plants outside that you would like to keep, tonight is the night to bring them inside the garage or inside the house, and you can bring them back out tomorrow as the risk for freezing temps does start to go away. So watch this. This is a good illustration. When you see the purple color there down to the south, that's where the chance of going below 32 degrees is very high. So that's down into the southern tier. But you also see that light purple color shaded in southern Monroe County, also parts of Wayne County, the Genesee Valley down through Livingston County. Some of these spots will see temperatures close to 32 or slightly below for tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind. And that carries all the way up to the lakeshore. It's a low chance, as you see on the key at the top of the screen, but there is even a small chance that the temperature would drop down that much, even lakeside. So not a problem Friday night, and not a problem in the foreseeable future after that. So you can, the hardier plants, you can sneak back out. But here's one place where this helps us. You suffer from the seasonal stuff, the ragweeds. Oh, it's at its lowest count that it's been since we started following this. As Dr. Hartel's office sends us a report every day, the ragweed count now in a very low level. So this is some place where that frost and freeze actually helps us out a little bit. Now, I don't think Tyga and Amy care, right? About that?
No, look at them.
Just loving that sunshine. Look at the pups. We love to see the pictures of your pups. Send them along 13wham.com/chime in. We've got a nice little spot there where you can park some of your photos. There's the QR code on the screen for you. Makes it easy. Just snap a picture of that and send away. We love to put those on the air every day and see the pups out in the old pumpkin patch, right?
Yeah.
Indy went crazy. You know what? Indy actually, leave it to a dog, right? She's 1 year old. All right. She finds the rotten pumpkin, of course.
Of course.
And starts rolling in said pumpkin.
Oh,
They like
you do the
smelly
same?
things.
They like smelly things. They do.
Absolutely.
And had a bath the night before and had another bath.
2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Maybe she just liked the bath. Maybe she was like, this is like a spa. Give me more.
If I was there, it would have been the garden hose, but
Full bath.
full bath, right?
Full bath.
Love
yeah.
that dog.
Look
She
at
is
those.
spoiled.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. No rain for the pups, so we've got dry paws out there when you take pup for a walk today. And it doesn't have to be pups. You can send us pictures of your other four-legged friends too. We love to see them. 47 degrees, southeast breeze at 7, and a very dry atmosphere. The dew point is down to 33, so it is also dry skin season, speaking of things that are changing. Satellite radar, high pressure as far as the eye can see. We're on the east side of the high. That's the cold side of the high. And it's going to take a little while before we get back to the west side of that high. But late weekend forecast, this is one to watch. There is a chance of rain, especially if you're traveling. You know, a lot of folks like to drive around, see the fall foliage this time of the year. If you drive into central or eastern New York, I think you're going to catch some late weekend showers late Sunday into Sunday night. But western New York, I'm still on the fence about this. I think there's a small chance of a shower. We did raise that risk just a little bit later Sunday into Sunday night. So just keep that in the back of your mind that Saturday looks A-OK, but Sunday there is that small risk. But 54 today, that's cool for this time of the year. May want the light jacket. Certainly cool tonight. You're going to be putting another sheet on the bed or getting some heavier, in the wardrobe, some heavier layers out for sure. Tomorrow morning, 34 degrees to start your Friday. 67 by the afternoon, 70 on the board for Saturday. And clouds on the increase for Sunday. Here he goes. He promised it. He's going to play it again. Morning shower on Monday is a possibility. Seasonable on Tuesday, temps in the mid-60s. And Wednesday, seasonable, high temperature in the mid-60s. What are we listening to today?
More Hans Zimmer.
Yes. Playing it off the cell phone here, folks.
You got to finish the 7-day.
He just did.
I just did.
He got through
Oh,
Wednesday.
you did get through Wednesday?
The song didn't start in time.
Well, it's a slow start with this one.
Oh, okay.
Slow. I'll do better next time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, there's nothing to complain about.
No.
There really isn't much to make note of either.
Yeah.
I feel like we just keep saying the same stuff, and you guys can sit over there with your feet up on the
It's
weather.
going to change at some
desk.
point. So you just enjoy it. This is typically the quietest time of the year for weather, outside of like tropical weather, hurricanes, that kind of thing. September through the end of October for us is usually the quote quiet time where we kind of just take it easy for a minute, take a deep breath, and then you hit November, and you know what happens. November, not only does it mean no sunshine, but it also means that the times they are changing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the beginning of the end.
November, no fun, no sunlight.
Do you remember January last year? That month lasted 2.5 years.
We had 50 straight days with
She
at
says,
least
"Wrap
an
it,
inch of snow
wrap
on
it,
the ground.
Wrap it.
Wrap.
Stop yapping, Dan. Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're looking ahead to a colorful festival happening at Village Gate this weekend.
Yeah, don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We will be right back.
.13 this Thursday morning. The Rochester Queer Arts Festival is making a return to the Flower City, and this year it's bigger and better than before, and in a new location.
It's all happening this Saturday at Village Gate Square. Here to talk more about it is the Drag Me to the Stage operations manager, Tim Evanicki, and Malcolm Kime from the title sponsor of the event, Rainbow Camo. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
This is very exciting for folks. The second year for this, correct?
This is the second year, yeah.
So bigger and better than ever, I'm imagining.
Much bigger, yeah. We've tripled in size. We're taking over the entire property at Village Gate. Inside on the first floor, the atrium, there's a festival tent in the parking lot. We're taking over every space that they have.
Pulling out all the stops for it. Okay, so for somebody who might have been there last year, it sounds like everything's going to be different this year.
Everything's different. We have 3 entertainment stages. It's from 10 to 6. Those stages are full from the top of the festival until the end. We've got the Rochester Gay Men's Chorus, the Rochester Women's Community Chorus, the Flower City Pride Band. We have drag shows. We have a fashion show featuring queer fashion designers as well. It's jam-packed.
And tell us a little bit about the connection here with the two of you.
This is Malcolm. Malcolm stepped up to be our title sponsor with Rainbow Camo. The entire festival is funded by sponsors from the local community.
So tell us what Rainbow Camo is.
So I am a queer and veteran-owned bath and body brand. I was a home-based business until earlier this year when I decided to make it my full-time gig. And events like this in our community are important for visibility, supporting other queer artisans. I try to do it on a much smaller scale in my shop. We have some canvases and prints, and I have ceramics from like a local artist to go with my soaps as well. But it's really great to just be involved, and it's really important to continue doing things like this for visibility.
Absolutely. For somebody wondering, where is your brick and mortar?
It's in Village Gate, actually,
Makes it easy.
right behind Lento, and between that and the bakery.
And will you be open during the event?
Absolutely.
There you go. That's what we like to hear.
We have a special scent that we've come up with called Unity, that he's selling soaps and body mist that's specifically and only available at the Rochester Queer Arts Festival.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
This is, a festival, all different vendors, all different performers. Name drop a couple of them.
Sure. We've got over 150 vendors and artists there. Cordell Cordaro designed our official poster, which we have merch, of course. He's there. We have also a drag tag sale happening, so people can come and rummage through some drag queens' closets and buy some of the items. Thorgy Thor is coming from RuPaul's Drag Race, along with, of course, my business partner, Mrs. Kasha Davis, is selling there. But we have food trucks and painters, everything. There's really everything. And workshops as well. Several of the artists are putting on workshops throughout the day. So our workshop room is sponsored by Trillium Health, and people can come and learn how to do some of the things that the artists are displaying.
One might say Mrs. Kasha Davis doesn't sell, she gives.
She definitely does. Her prices are definitely reasonable with her her drag, that's for sure too.
Absolutely. Talk to us a little bit more about some of the other vendors that will be there.
Sure. There's something for everyone, of course. I was just saying, we have tarot card readers there. We have food vendors. There are several apparel vendors. Everything
There
you
will
want.
be food, though.
Oh my gosh, so much food.
Food and drink.
We have, of course, all of the Village Gate restaurants will be open, but we're bringing in additional food trucks and food vendors as well. And we have two bars, one in the atrium and one in the festival tent.
Now you're talking our language.
And it's a new location this year.
Yeah.
Did you do that specifically because you knew you would be expanding and you knew that there was going to be a demand for this event?
Well, for a couple of reasons. We wanted to make sure that this year we were able to make the festival free to the public, and we struck up a great deal with the folks at Village Gate and Stern Properties. So they were able to work with us on the price for the rental of the space, and then when we grew, they didn't charge us any more, which was great. So that was really important to us. But yeah, we were turning vendors and performers away last year when it was just one room, and now we have the whole property at Village Gate.
For somebody sitting at home who says, okay, sold, I'm ready to go, remind them one more time when, where, Village Gate, ticketing information, anything like that.
No tickets. So 10 to 6 at Village Gate. Right at 10:15 is the opening ceremonies. The mayor will be there, the senator, assembly member, a representative of Governor Hochul's office will be there. And we're giving away a wonderful award to a community ally as well. But you can go to queerartsfest.com. It has the entire festival schedule on it. No tickets, just show up.
Very good. Thank you both so much for your time today. And for somebody who's interested in finding your business, do you have a website?
Yes, rainbowcamo.com, 2 M's. I'm Malcolm, my partner is Michael.
Very good.
Yeah, it works. We'll make sure to post all of that information and much more on foxrochester.com after the show this morning.
Stick around when we come back. Steph will be here breaking down some of our top political headlines.
Political Pulse coming your way next.
many years they talked about peace in the Middle East. This is more than Gaza. This is peace in the Middle East, and it's an incredible thing.
It's time for a political pulse check here on ARC Rochester, and we do begin with major developments in a peace deal between Israel and Hamas brokered by President Trump. In a post on Truth Social last night, Trump says both agreed to the first phase of the plan. He also said all of the hostages will be released soon, and Israel will withdraw troops to an agreed-upon line. Israel's cabinet is expected to meet to ratify the proposal today. Lawmakers and Israel's ambassador to the U.S. say this is a critical turning point, and they hope this agreement holds.
Well, I pray and hope every moment that it's the end of the war. Certainly, it's the first phase of a very important plan that the president has presented. And we hope it leads to a complete cessation of hostilities and a rebuilding of Gaza for the sake of the Gazans and for the sake of Israel.
That's tremendous. And assuming if that sticks, that's profound. And I mean, how anyone couldn't celebrate that.
Making a deal and implementing it, will be a challenge. So, but cautious optimism. I mean, good for him for getting it to this point. Let's hope it's real.
Turning now to the ongoing government shutdown, another Senate vote on 2 spending plans is expected in the next 2 hours. But they will likely fail again. It's unclear if there are any negotiations going on between GOP and Democratic lawmakers. The Democrats want an extension on Obamacare subsidies and rollbacks on Medicaid cuts. And new numbers from the State Department of Health, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand says premiums could skyrocket. They could go up more than 80% for single people, making at least $65,000 a year in Monroe County alone, and 50% for a family of 4.
You've seen the cost that these insurance companies now want to charge is unaffordable. So they're unwilling to make sure Americans can get affordable insurance. So just because these insurers want to raise their rates to an unaffordable level, we should make sure that people can still afford it. And that's what the subsidies do.
Meantime, an unlikely voice is joining Democrats over concerns about health care. Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene says the GOP may have to answer to voters if costs rise.
I'm literally calling it out and saying, let's take off our Democrat jerseys, let's take off our Republican jerseys, and we should do something responsible for the American people and fix this.
Now to tensions flaring between President Donald Trump and officials in Illinois. A federal judge is set to have a hearing today over National Guard deployment in Illinois. Both Chicago and that state sued the Trump administration over the deployments. Hundreds of troops from Illinois and Texas arrived in Chicago this week. Local leadership believes that this infringes on the state's sovereignty and will lead to tensions. Northern Command says the troops are meant to protect ICE buildings and other federal property. Social post from Trump criticizing lawmakers there is making headlines. In it, the president says, quote, Chicago's mayor should be in jail for failing to protect ICE officers. Governor Pritzker also. Pritzker saying, bring it on.
Look, he's a coward. He says a lot of things to the camera. He likes to pretend to be a tough guy. Come and get me. Come and get me.
Chicago's mayor also says he's not going anywhere and he's going to defend all of Chicago. And finally, former FBI Director James Comey is pleading not guilty to accusations he lied to Congress. Comey appeared in court for the first time since he was indicted. He's facing 2 charges of providing false statements and obstructing a congressional proceeding. That carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. This has to do with his testimony in 2020 when he was asked about leaks of classified information. Comey's lawyers want the judge to throw out the charges. His trial is set to start in January. Be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We're back after this.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on Arc Rochester. The gang is all here because we want to look ahead to Halloween and talk about some of the top costumes this year. Yeah, the countdown, 21 days, 14 hours, 32 minutes, 31 minutes, 56 seconds.
Everyone have their costumes ready?
Yes. Well, not ready.
Not ready.
I've decided.
Gotta get some things together. I
Jen?
have an idea.
Oh,
but-
yeah?
Can you say what it is?
No.
Can you say what you're going?
Well, I spent money on a costume last year for the first time in 2 decades. So
No way.
We're gonna get our money's worth out of that baby.
Fair.
You were an astronaut, NASA
Yeah.
astronaut
Yep.
last year.
Space Commander McLean.
They have helmets at Spirit Halloween. I think it might be time for you to invest in the next piece of this costume.
Yo, Steph?
Well, I don't want to say just yet because I have to get the things together for it. I have an idea, and I'll be here, so I want to make it work so that it looks professional.
air.
But yeah,
On the air?
yeah,
Yes!
it's gonna be fun.
I have to practice my special effects makeup too. Last year I really got like the whole zombie skin peel thing. Okay, but I was rushed, so I felt a little like I didn't
No,
quite
it was
get the hang of it.
100% awesome.
Thank you.
It didn't even look like you.
It's very nice. Thank you.
You looked dead.
That was the goal.
All right. There are a couple of different websites that have given their 2025 trending Halloween costumes, so Ashley compiled a few of them together.
Oh, Steph is all about this one.
Oh, Labubu! Have you seen the spooky ones? They just came out with the spooky ones.
Only because
Are
you
those
showed
the
me
spooky
earlier.
ones?
No,
No.
those are just them.
They're gremlins.
Tell them.
Is this like a cartoon or what is it?
Tell them, Steph.
Yeah, they're like gremlins, like a cuter take on a gremlin, and they come in different colors and sizes and.
And people unbox them. It's a big thing with unboxing them, correct?
Yeah,
Because
it's
they
usually
come
a
in like
surprise.
cellophane inside a box, and you want a mystery box or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foo-foos as well, but those are the fake ones.
Yes, that's right. And I guess how would you build a costume like that?
Whoa. Well, you could go the route where you have the Sherpa material.
Yeah.
Like you could do that, just get a whole entire Sherpa suit.
Yep.
Or you could do the cotton ball thing with some cardboard.
I wonder if they rent them. Like,
Oh, there's
go to
that
like
too.
an Arlene's or something. They actually rent you
or
the whole thing.
I'm sure there's a website you could go, probably not on a work computer, but you can get a furry costume. Right? Am I right?
The furries, again, it's like once every couple of weeks that you bring them up.
Can we say that?
We just did.
At least once a week, Steph has to say, can we say that?
Can we say that?
On TV?
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement photo. That is another costume.
That's a Halloween.
I guess this is what people are.
Okay.
They're gonna walk around and just pose like this and stand there looking lovingly at one another.
Great pictures. I don't see the Halloween. You're just wearing clothes.
Yep, I agree.
I feel like they would do her Life of a Showgirl album. Like that.
I could see that.
Okay, like that is her costume, and then dresses Travis Kelce in his football
Oh, okay.
costume.
Yeah.
Do that.
Also, I don't even know, and I feel really old. K-pop Demon Hunters.
They performed on the Jimmy Fallon show recently.
Do you listen to their music?
No, I haven't seen it.
What is it?
It's on Netflix.
It's what? It's a movie.
Oh.
Oh.
I love K-pop. I'm more like older school K-pop, I would say.
So who are you dressing up as?
Well, there's a girl group, and you can't see them yet, but
Right there?
Them?
Okay.
yeah.
So you'd have to have like 2 friends going with you then.
You'd have to have friends to start.
Yeah.
That disqualifies me.
Oh, this is good that you could do this.
Oh, yeah?
Katy Perry in space.
There you are, Mark.
Oh.
I have a wig like that if you want to
Boom.
borrow it.
Come
Boom.
on.
And you have your space
Are
costume.
you saying that I'm follically challenged?
Yes.
And photosensitive.
And photosensitive.
Photosensitive.
Oh, remember
She
the
did go.
memes?
She is an astronaut.
Who was it?
I do like
Gail.
Space Kitty though.
It was Gail.
No, was it Wendy who said, will you take her back?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
That was mean.
It was.
Funny, but mean.
You could dress as the Pope.
Yes. Just wear a Cubs hat
A Cubs hat.
and call yourself the Pope.
Is that all?
Yeah, I think so.
I know a lot of people that would wear that chain. For sure. Like,
Look at that blink. Oasis?
Like the band?
Like, yeah.
Wait, the band or what?
The band.
Okay.
Like Wonderwall?
Oh, them.
I know some people with cuts like that now.
Okay,
I also
that's
have wigs
just-
like that.
That is just people in clothes.
Yeah.
But it's the hair. I have two like that actually.
Sing it,
So
Dan.
we could
Come on.
get a
You got it
Beatles
in you.
wig.
You're the only one in here that can sing.
What is? I don't even know.
Put up some Wonderwall. Come on.
Oh, Wonderwall.
They also sing Champagne Supernova.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Glinda and Elphaba from Wicked.
Oh yeah, because part 2's coming out soon.
Yep.
Those are the options.
Yeah.
What is
Those
this,
are
like a
the
witch
top
costume?
costumes?
Yeah.
Really?
Always.
But like green, you have to commit.
I don't know. I
to green.
feel like we missed some big ones. No? Were there any more big cultural moments that are living in the zeitgeist right now?
That's a great question.
I need to see a
Trying to
picture of the
think about
astronaut
it.
helmet, though, by the way. Next time
I
you're at
think
Spirit.
It'll be later.
somebody here needs to go as Ashley, producer Ashley.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
Producer Ashley.
Go as me?
Yep.
Arc
I
Rochester.
think you are the costume.
Everybody watches it.
That is so rude.
No, I mean that as a compliment.
Is that
You're a part of the fabric of the culture.
Oh.
the fabric of our life?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, the touch, the feel of cotton.
Oh.
Of course.
See?
Stick around. We've got more to come here on Arc Rochester. We promise we'll stop singing.
Coming up, the family-friendly celebration of Latino heritage.
Don't forget, you can watch us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this.
Welcome back. Latino Heritage Month wraps up next week, but there is still time to celebrate with music, food, and fun.
Absolutely. Happening tomorrow, Para la Cultura. We'll have several performances and vendors to celebrate the importance of the culture and the community. For more, we are joined now by the owner of Music and More, Freddie Colon. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely. So for somebody sitting at home who's not heard of this event, break it down for us.
Sure. Well, this event is a free family event. The focus is obviously celebrating Hispanic heritage that we celebrate through October 15th, is to get families together and also learn a bit about the culture. But more than anything is just an event to get families out together to celebrate. I mean, everything is going to be free, from free pizza from Perry's Pizza. There's going to be face painting, live DJ from DJ EJ. There's also going to be some dancing from Borinquen Dance, just music and free roller skating. So we're going to be able to take it back to, I guess, well, not our days really, but my days. You were able to roller skate.
I was a menace at the roller rink.
Okay.
I
Well, you
promise.
should be there tomorrow.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe I will. I'm going to call out sick and.
Can you roller skate?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
I was
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
so good at roller skating.
We have to see your skills too.
Freddie, it sounds like she's challenging you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really want to go. All right, so you've got all of that. Explain why it's so important to wrap up Latino Heritage Month with this big event with a bang.
It's important that our kids know a bit about our culture, right? And everyone, I'm talking about all ethnic backgrounds, know about the culture. But more than anything, I feel that there's many events, but we lost a sense of family, that they could get together as a family at all age demographics can come to this skating rink. And there's also going to even be hair braiding, going to be able to get a haircut, also for individuals. So everything is going to be free, but mainly focusing on our kids. So it's important that we have that family time again.
Why, there's so many events that we have in the Rochester community, and a lot of times you show up and it's $5 for this and $10 for these tickets and $20 for these tickets. Why offer this, free?
We understand that people are going through some hard times right now financially, right? And I mean, kids just returned back to school not too long ago. Families may not have the extra means to take their families out for something like what roller skating is. So we decided to make everything free. They don't even have to show up with $1. Just show up with the mindset of having a good time in a safe environment like Skate Lovers is.
Very good. Excellent. And for somebody who wants to learn a little bit more about Music and More, tell us about it.
Absolutely. Well, Music and More, we are a production company in a sense, and also focus more on music and diversity. I have 7 bands under me right now that I work with Music and More, but we also do a lot of community events. I love to get involved in anything that is community, and also right now celebrating Hispanic heritage. I'm doing many events. I'm a percussionist by trade, so I'm doing many workshops, percussion workshops, and Hispanic heritage celebration.
Absolutely. All right. So for somebody sitting at home who says, okay, yes, I'm sold on the event and I want to learn more about Music and More, what websites can they go to?
Absolutely. Well, you can always visit the City of Rochester's website. They've been very kind to put the information there. Or if not, you can follow me on Instagram under Freddie_Colon_, or you can follow me on Facebook, or friend request me on Facebook. That's Freddie Colon, FREDDYCOLON is where you can find me on Facebook. But, more than anything is I want to remind folks that this is free, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Come on out, have a good time, and it is free. All you have to do is get there.
Very good.
Love it.
Thank you so much. Are roller skates available to rent?
They're free.
They're free?
You don't even have to rent it. It's
Beautiful.
free.
Excellent. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, stick around. When ARC Rochester returns, we're going to take a look at some of the stories that have people talking this morning.
We're back after this.
Time to see what's trending, and starting with a new study on guilt tipping.
According to this study, 65% of American consumers are experiencing tipping fatigue.
That is up from last year's 60% and 53% in 2023.
Over the last year, people have paid about $150 in tips on average, which many said they didn't think was necessary.
This comes as more and more and more businesses add a tip page to their transaction devices, including Starbucks, Chipotle, Panera, and other fast food chains.
People say the concept of guilt tipping also applies to situations where service was not up to par.
64% of people say they leave a considerable tip even when they received poor service.
Others have even admitted to giving a little bit more money when they felt bad for a worker.
Wow. 62% of people say they'd prefer to pay more for their food so workers can get a higher paycheck and eliminate tipping altogether.
Thoughts?
I'm on board with that.
Getting rid of tipping?
Yep. Pay these workers what they're worth. And then, you're guaranteed to get better service because these people aren't working for a tip.
Yeah.
They're working for a paycheck that they know it's secure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever not tipped, but I've definitely hesitated at times.
I'll fully admit that when I'm at a place where not a lot is happening and I'm not a sit-down restaurant, but I'm standing at a counter and they open up the cooler and they hand me my water.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I hit no on that thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Absolutely.
Because it's just like, wait a second. Why don't you just charge me the 15 or 20% more on top of the water and call it a day?
Yeah. I hear that. I absolutely do.
I think that would make make a big difference for people.
I will say I do get very frustrated when I go somewhere and the service is kind of garbage.
Any place you want to call out right now?
No, because there isn't a specific place in mind.
Sure.
But you'll go somewhere and the person working behind the counter doesn't say hello. They barely acknowledge you. I think it's so rude, when people don't say hi, just in general. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. You walk into a room and you don't. Oh man. I think that is totally garbage. Of course, I'm still gonna tip, but it maybe not. It won't be 20% or 25%. It's gonna be whatever the lowest is. Yeah.
Hit me. No, go for it.
Well, no, it didn't really apply to the story, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you got?
Well, okay, so there was a med spa, if you know what that is, in Buffalo, and they used to give medical facials that I used to get because I have really sensitive skin, and they asked for tips after. And the first time I went, I did it. And it was expensive, and I had to tip on top of it. And then I'm like, wait a minute. After I got in the car, I was like, that is garbage because this isn't a tipping job.
Yeah.
It's a medical service at a spa, but the person giving the facial is a salaried employee.
Yeah.
And so that didn't really feel good. And then the next time I went back, because I had a gift card, they were like, do you want to leave a tip? And I said, no, and I felt really bad.
No, you shouldn't feel bad.
But in that case, I'm like, you don't need my tip.
How long before you go to the doctor's office or the pharmacy and before you can pick up your prescription, you look at the little machine and it says 15, 20%. No, it's out of control.
Yeah.
It's out of control. All right, let's move along. All animals deserve love. We know this. And the SPCA in Montreal is searching for some kind people to open their hearts and their homes to baby squirrels. McLean, this has got your name all over it.
The agency says there are currently 1,000 injured or orphaned squirrels that are looking for foster families.
The SPCA says they will provide medical treatment, but they need a place to stay before they can go into rehabilitation centers.
To qualify, fosters need to have an enclosed room where the squirrels will be isolated from other pets, but no experience is required.
Maybe a living room with lots of plant life and trees that they can jump around. The agency says that fostering squirrels is pretty much like any other animal.
The only strenuous tasks can be feeding times, energy, and clinginess.
Aww. A foster pet's stay can last between 2 and 10 weeks. I think the McLean household should get 5 of them.
I agree. Mark, what say you?
We have cats, and I don't think that would end well.
Put the cats upstairs.
Okay. What about the dog? Because the dog's number one favorite thing to do when out for a walk is to chase squirrels.
I just think it would be so funny to walk into someone's house.
Throw a bunch of squirrels on the floor?
No, you walk into their house and there are squirrels just everywhere in there. Would that not be hysterical?
It would be. But, like, I feel like I'd need a heads up first. Like, hey, welcome to our home. Real quick, we do have squirrels. Don't panic. Everything's fine.
What if your husband said to you, honey, you can get that 18-foot skeleton, but we're getting ourselves 5 baby squirrels?
Whoa.
What would you say? And the 18-foot skeleton can stay up year-round.
Are we keeping
no,
them
2
or
to
are we
10
fostering?
weeks.
I'd foster them for 2 to 10 weeks. I get to keep the skeleton up year-round?
Yeah.
Do other seasonal outfits come included, or do I have to buy those separately?
I mean, you got to buy them separately, but you're allowed to do it.
All right, fine, I'm in.
Okay. Let's move along to a few weird stories. A unique museum in Missouri is closing its doors for good.
Lila's Hair Museum has been opened for about 30 years, attracting the eclectic group of visitors to the museum.
Yeah, it's housed century-old wreaths made from human hair, necklaces and watch bands woven from locks from the dead, and even strands that have allegedly come from past presidents.
And Marilyn Monroe. And
even Jesus.
Apparently. Wow. Okay. The museum's namesake. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry. This is just ridiculous.
This is really bizarre. Oh, they're labeled too. The museum's namesake, Lila Cahoon, died last November at the age of 92, and her granddaughter decided it would be best to shut the doors and rehome the over 3,000-piece collection.
They should have shut the doors a long time ago. Pieces will be sent across the country, including the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the National Museum of Women in the Arts in Washington. Did they ask for these pieces, or are they just getting boxes of hair?
I don't know, but I was gonna say you need to pay attention to the pictures here.
Sorry.
See if you can buy one of those for yourself. According to the granddaughter, her grandmother was inspired by hair, writing books and teaching classes on the art form, training a new generation of artists.
Sorry. That she has Jesus's hair.
Needs one of those like authenticity stamps or something. Like
does it come with a certificate?
Certified Jesus.
Let's move along. Have you ever had a serious craving for one specific food that you just couldn't stop eating?
One man in the UK had such a hankering for gummy Coca-Cola bottles that he ended up in the hospital. It sounds like something you would do.
Man, I know. The 33-year-old man ate an entire 6.6-pound bag of the gummies in just 3 days.
How big is that? Like, what's the equivalent? Something that's 6 pounds.
Do we have anything in here?
All right, that's fine. The sweet tooth binge ended up turning into a medical nightmare when the guy, who was a truck driver, found himself drenched in sweat with a bloated stomach and severe abdominal pain.
And he thought to himself, what could possibly be? I'm sorry. The man explained that his stomach was in absolute agony and that he couldn't get out of bed.
Doctors said his blood pressure was off the charts, and they first thought that it was food poisoning.
It was! However, when the test results came back, doctors found there was a seriously high amount of gelatin in his system, causing him to overdose on the ingredients.
The excess amount of gelatin in his system led to small pouches forming in his colon, which became infected.
Oh my gosh. Thankfully, after being treated with IV fluids and pain meds, he was able to leave the hospital in good health and laugh about it.
What food would that be for you?
I would never. No. Like that's why I don't. I would never have a 6-pound bag of a food that I knew that I couldn't control myself around. I can't control myself around a box of cereal. Yeah. And that's nowhere near a pound.
That's true. It's a lot. That is
a 6.6-pound bag of gummies.
No judgment.
In 3 days. No judgment. Judgment. Don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's time for our final thoughts.
We're back after this. Final thoughts of the morning on Arc Rochester. That food was awesome.
It was
There's
good.
some in the break room. Highly recommend grabbing it.
Yeah. Really good.
Fantastic.
Yep.
The human hair exhibit. Like, Ashley, did they, have they checked with the museums? Do the museums want this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. That's where
I
they're
feel
going.
like there's a lot of
That is
preservation
bizarre.
that you have to do to make sure the follicles. I don't know. Maybe it's.
I think majority of the 3,000 pieces though are just in the trash.
My God. I bet there's one that's like really important that they were like, we have to save. You know, which one?
Jesus's.
It would be Jesus's hair. Yes, exactly.
Oh, goodness. Okay, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57. We're on
13 Wham, ABC.
That's what it is.
Much more live local news later today for 13 Wham News at midday. See you then.
Bye.